On to some better and happier news.
Yeah, what do we got?
Moms.
Yes, Dance Moms. Season 8 is finally back on Lifetime, and I got the pleasure of sitting down with the next generation of Dance Moms. I sat down with GiaNina. We talked all about what you're going to be seeing in this episode, so go ahead and roll it. Welcome back to Sleep Beat TV. I have been joined by one of the dancers you'll recognize from Season 8 of Lifetime's Dance Moms.
Yes.
Girl, you are part of the new generation of Dance Moms.
Yes.
How crazy is it?
Very crazy.
Right?
I never in a million years thought I'd be able to work with Abby and GiaNina on Dance Moms, and now that I am, I'm mind blown.
Okay, so I gotta ask you, since Season 8 has premiered,
Yeah.
how has your life changed? Like, what's some of the craziest things that have happened since it aired?
Well, it's kind of weird when you're out in public at like a dance convention where like the dance community's there, and you have to take pictures, and I'm like, I forget because I'm like, I'm just like a normal kid who likes to dance just like you do, but I never thought that I'd be taking pictures with fans because all the fans are so amazing.
Right.
That's like the best part.
Yeah, no, you guys do have some really great fans, I being one of them. But did you watch Dance Moms before you were on the show?
Yeah.
So what is it like, that full circle moment when you were sitting there on the couch just watching as a viewer and as a fan, right?
Yeah.
What would you tell that person that was sitting on the couch there watching as a fan now that you're actually on the show? What would you tell yourself?
I don't know.
Like, did you see it coming ever?
Well, I know when I was sitting like on the couch watching it, sometimes you'd be yelling at the TV.
Yeah.
So now I'm really like, you can yell at the TV. Like, you're allowed to yell at the TV. Yeah.
Do you watch back your episodes?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Are you one of those that watch it back and you're like, oh no, like that's not my voice. That's not what I sound like. Like,
Yeah, sometimes.
critical?
Yeah, sometimes in interviews you don't realize what you sound like, and then sometimes you don't realize what you look like.
Yeah.
You might look like a hot mess after your dance, but
You
it's fine.
can't look like a hot mess. I don't believe it.
In the dressing room, when you take like your like costume or like your wig off and your hair is like,
Yeah.
you see it then.
Yeah. That's usually me waking up.
Same.
Pretty much looks like that. All right, now let's talk about some of the OGs from Dance Moms, right? Because recently, JoJo Siwa came and surprised you guys on an
Yes,
episode.
that was so fun. I think that was one of my best reactions on the show because I was so like upset that she couldn't come, but then I was like, she scared me because I turned around and I didn't see her. And so then I was like frightened and I almost like fell on the floor, but then I was crying, so I was so happy to see her.
You could tell when she went over to you
awesome.
was like, oh,
Yeah.
like you're so excited.
I was so happy.
JoJo also said something really funny on your guys' episode, though. She goes, it's great to be back because when you're on the show, you're kind of intimidated by Miss Abby Lee, right?
When you leave and come back, you're not scared of her.
So what is it like dancing for her? Is it a little bit intimidating, at least at first?
I have to say the first week I was like shaking because I was so nervous. I just wanted to please her.
Yeah.
But then like when the weeks went on, you get comfortable with her because she's such a nice person.
Yeah.
Miss Abby's such a nice person, and so when you get to work with her and you get to know her more, she's like she's like your dance mom, like for sure. Like
Literally.
of course we have dance moms, but she's like the actual dance mom of like all of us. And so I wasn't as scared because I knew that it's a TV show and she's doing her job.
Yeah, she
but
does a good job at it, for sure.
very good job.
What's something that may surprise us about Abby Lee? Like, she seems really funny.
Well, one thing I like to say is that when we're on the show, she has a TV personality where she, is about herself and she always looks amazing. When we're off the show, she still looks amazing, but yet she always takes the kids out to dinner or to amusement parks, and like she loves to like just be around us without our moms because it just makes her feel better. I guess.
No, that you can tell it somewhat on air, and you can also tell when people like JoJo Siwa come back to the show that there's a strong bond there. I want to say though, Abby Lee, we know at the very least we can call her a fighter, right?
Yes,
she recently
for sure.
battled and beat
cancer.
A very rare form of cancer. So what has Miss Abby Lee taught you about kind of fighting for your dreams?
Well, that you can do anything if you put your mind to it, and she definitely did, and she definitely did. And I mean, all the kids are so happy for her, and I'm so happy that she had the courage to keep going because I mean, it's such a great lesson for all the kids.
Tell me what it's like, because I, as a viewer, am sitting there like, the solos, right? Everyone wants a solo. You guys always want to be at the top of the pyramid. So when you're sitting there waiting for the names to be announced, what's that process like?
Well, at first I was like, come on, Gia, like get to the top of the pyramid. And then it's like, you think you're at the top and then you're at the bottom. And you're like,
That's
okay.
true.
Then you're like, okay, like what can I do? But then it's that weird feeling like, you think you're gonna be at the bottom and then you're at the top. And I'm like, I don't get why I'm at the top, but awesome.
But you got
to
take it when you get it, right?
Yeah.
Now you girls, it's really fun to watch you all because you have such a great dynamic, obviously, on stage.
Thank you.
But dancing in a group of girls too, it's competitive, as we know. We just talked about the pyramid. What do you girls do to just keep it positive, because when you're in a group dance, no matter if you're not getting along with someone, you need to look like you're getting along with someone, right?
Yeah, because when you're dancing, you have emotion in your face, so you get to act.
Yep.
You also have to just portray your character, good or bad, whatever it is.
Right.
And I think because we've learned over the season, we can't be individual dancers on the stage. We have to be a team or else we won't win.
Right.
And so, I mean, there's weeks where the team kind of falls apart. There's weeks where the team is just like a united team. And I definitely feel like the week coming up is a good one.
Is it a good one? Wink, wink. That's our little teaser, which means you've got to watch it.
Yes.
How has being a part of Dance Moms this season brought you closer with your mom?
Well, since my mom has been my dance teacher for 28 years, well, she's always been like my mom, but she's never been on the side of like a dance mom, because she's been like the teacher, so I'm like already like, obviously I'm her kid, but she's never been on the side where she's just my mom.
And so
seeing,
sit back,
so seeing that side of her was like, wow, like I've never done this before. And so I think her being a dance teacher and then being a mom, we learn more about each other and how like we deal with stress better.
Yeah.
And it was definitely stressful this season, so I can't thank my mom enough for being there the whole season, because it was crazy for her and me.
So it's brought you guys closer?
100%.
I think so.
Wow. I think we learned a lot more about each other.
Everything you wanted to learn?
Yes, everything I needed and wanted.
Oh, goodness. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime to continue watching you on Lifetime's Dance Moms Season 8 on Tuesdays. It's just so fun to see the kids in which we were interviewing, like the JoJo Siwas of the world,
graduate,
go back into an episode and hang out with the youngsters. And really, all it does is tell me exactly how old and which I am. So I'm done talking about my age right now. I'm aging out of this.
I'm a huge Dance Mom fan as a former dancer, so like I love every season. I'm excited for this season, and she seems like a sweetheart.
Yeah, and I mean, as a former dancer that got kicked out of the dress rehearsal because I forgot the entire dance and my beach ball may have fallen into the crowd.
I have heard this story 36 times. She already told it once earlier.
I did. I told it earlier today, and that's how scarring it was. So for me to do this interview really took a lot. No, I'm kidding. It was a great interview. I love the Dance Moms kids. And
yes.
Make sure you catch the new episode on Lifetime tonight.